Howdy guys, sorry about the break between uploads. As you might have known, I was sick a couple of weeks ago, and due to having a sick son that goes to daycare, goes and picks up all the other bugs from those other little boogers and comes home and coughs it right in my face. I was sick again for another week, and I could barely hold a guitar and talk into a microphone for 10 seconds without coughing and spluttering. So thank you for bearing with me. To ease back into it today, I'm going to be doing a solo builder based around 6-string major and minor 7th arpeggios. Let's take a look. Alright guys, so let's take it just one arpeggio at a time. I'm going to start off with a Gmaj7 arpeggio. You will notice the way that I play my arpeggios, I play the 7th into the root just to create a bit of tension. So I actually like to start from the 7th. So if I'm playing a Gmaj7 arpeggio, I'm starting from the F sharp. So I was going from 2 to 3 on the 6th string, and then I was playing 2-5 on the 5th, and then the major 7, F sharp again from 4th fret of the 4th string. And then from that point, I'm going to slide that over a semitone to 5th fret, and we're going to have a G there. From that point, got a cheeky triad, and that's going to be playing 4 of the 3rd and 3 of the 2nd. From that point, I'm going to be playing 3-7 on the 2nd string and 3-7 of the 1st. So all together, at the end of that, I'm going to pull off back to the 3 on the 1st string. At the end of that, I'm going to jump from 7 of the 2nd back to 3 of the 1st. So I've got, to finish that off, I've got a hammer on from a D to an F sharp, and that's playing 3 to 7 on the 2nd string. So as soon as we get that pattern, we're going to carry that over to the other arpeggio shapes. Now, funnily enough, the second chord I have in the progression, I'm going from a 1 chord to a 4 chord. Is exactly the same, just in a C major 7 position. So if I start with that initial hammer on from 7 to 8, we're just going to cut and paste everything that we had in that situation over to the major 7. So I won't waste your time teaching you the whole arpeggio, but we go 7, 8, and then the rest of it is identical. Okay, from that point we're going to go through the minor 7 arpeggio, and I think we're going to see this 2 times throughout the progression. It is quite diatonic, so we will have 2 major 7s, a dominant 7th, 3 minor 7ths, and a minor 7 flat 5 as well. So when I get to the 2 chord, I'm going to be working through an A minor 7 arpeggio. So what I have here, once again, starting from the minor 7th, I'm going to hammer from the G into the A, and then we're going to have our A minor 7 arpeggio. So we go from 3 to 5, then I'm playing 3-7 on the 5th. Then from that point, I'm going to slide from 5 to 7 on the 4th and do a flat pointer covering 5 of the 3rd and the 2nd string. So we've got, at the end of that, so it's kind of almost got a little bit of a pentatonic vibe at the bottom. I'm playing 5-8 and 5-8 on the 2nd and the 1st string. Okay, much the same as what we had here. We're going to do a similar idea at the bottom of the A minor 7 arpeggio. We're going to have this. So I'm going to have the pull off from 8 to 5 on the 1st string, then play 8 of the 2nd to 5 of the 1st again, and then resolve that with a 5 to 8 hammer on the 2nd string. So the whole A minor 7 arpeggio is going to look like this. Hopefully that's making sense. The next chord in the progression is the 5 chord, which will be a D, but because we're in G major, that D is going to be a dominant 7. So this shape is going to be a little bit different to some of the other stuff we've seen thus far. Once again, we're going to be hammering from the dominant into the root. So I'm going to play a C to a D for my D dominant 7 arpeggio from 8 to 10 on the 6th string. And then I'm going to be playing 9-12 on the 5th. And you can play it with all picking, or you can mix up hammer-ons and pull-offs. I don't care. listen to your heart the way Roxette did. So we're going to go from that point. So let's slow that down. I was sliding from 10 to 12 on the 4th. Then I play 11, 14 of the 3rd. I've got 13 of the 2nd. And then 10 to 14 on the 1st string. It's a little bit hanger 18-y. Marty does a really, really cool dominant arpeggio in that song, if you know it well. At the end of that, I've got my pull off from 14 to 10. I then jump to 13 of the 2nd string. Then I jump back to 10 of the 1st. And then I'm going to do a hammer on from 10 to 13. So we've got... There's a nice sexy arpeggio there. So we should have 4 arpeggios. G major 7, C major 7, A minor 7, and then D dominant. Let me play that again at a gentleman's pace, and then we'll look at the second half of the exercise. Hopefully that's making sense. The next chord that I have would be the B minor 7, which is the 3 chord. Once again, I'm going to start from the A and hammer to the B. So we're just going to take all of the information we had from the A minor 7 arpeggio and then put that in. So it's going to be exactly the same. I'll play that again for you slowly. So that B minor 7 arpeggio is going to be exactly the same as what we had on the A minor 7 arpeggio. And funnily enough, we're going from there to our E minor 7, which is our 6th chord. So what we're going to do is we're going to borrow that shape a 3rd time. Once again, for our E minor 7 arpeggio, I'm going to start from the D, hammer into our root, and we're going to borrow the same shape we had for our 2 and our 3 chord. So if we include the new B minor 7 and the E minor 7 arpeggio, we should have 6 arpeggios now. Okay, to finish it off, I'm going to play an F sharp minor 7 flat 5 or a half diminished. I don't like that term, but whatever floats your boat. We're going to work through that one now. Once again, I'm going to be starting from the minor 7, then working into the root, the minor 3rd, and then the flat 5, and we're going to have this. And then a cheeky resolve to D, which is the 5th of G. So I'm going to start off with a hammer on from 12 to 14 on the 6th string. Then I play 12, 15 on the 5th. And then I want to slide from 14 to 16 on the 4th string and then play 14, 17 on the 3rd. So pretty much the same thing over 2 octaves, quite similar in shapes as well. Then what I've got here, I'm going to be playing 17 of the 2nd, and then 14, 17 of the 1st. All together thus far. Okay, then much the same way that we had those other arpeggios, we've got that kind of little reversal with the pull-offy stuff. So I had the pull-off from 14 to 17 to 14. Then I play 17 of the 2nd, 14 of the 1st. Here's the pain. I've got to do a diagonal jump to that C note on 13 of the 2nd string, which hammers to 17. So we've got, at the end of that, resolving to the cheeky D. So that whole chord progression, G major 7, C major 7, A minor 7, D dominant, B minor 7, E minor 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, and then resolving to the G. So I'll play just the F sharp minor 7 flat 5 resolving to the G, and then we'll do the whole thing at a gentleman's pace, and then again even slower some tabs. Alright, let's go right back to the start and put it all together. One more time with some tabs. And that was my big 6-string major and minor 7th arpeggio solo builder exercise. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe already. Please click the links in the description box to my YouTube fan page on Facebook. I also have a Patreon, which you guys should check out. And if you're interested in checking out any of my Udemy courses, I have one on modes, and I also have one called Ultimate Shred Machine, dealing with shredding, sweeping, legato, and tapping, all that fun stuff. And if you're so inclined, ta-da! I have released my first book, Ultimate Shred Machine. That is out right now, containing all that other stuff that's in the course. Just if you want to have a physical copy of that, you can go for it. And my second book will be dropping soon. I'll keep you guys in the loop with that one as well. Anyway, it was lovely to share another evening or morning or afternoon with you. I'll catch you guys all very soon.